list of the party has been certified. I'm on that list. You are expected as a member who are on that list to come and be sworn in as a member of parliament. That's why I'm here today.
Mirado ya MK Party na mrado wa ANC wazizikodwa bwaniswa parliamentini. Utsarapasi ya chibaro cha mishumo musivunji ya kampani zichipunguza bashumi. Nda harikuwatanganiza kama Mafhungo ya Tshivenda panoka SABC 2. Miradi yote ya lihoro la mkonti wa sizwe bwaniswa sa miradi ya paramende marangapanda wa lihoro ili paramendini wa dokotera bo John Klope bari lihoro labo lono balone lihoro liani zila chiofisi paramendini musi zoderaro Minister wa kare wa mitambo na utsira na mperere wazizi kodwa nabo nwaniswa sa murado wa butan la rushaka na musi.
Ngamro ngongore ya mirado ya lihoro la ANC nanganda halihoro marugana na uhumela hapumra habo zizukodwa paramendeni joba satobesa kagala aralibokodwa babachikodoanisha vozizikodwa bakotobva uderura mushumo sa minister wa mitambo utsira na mverere vegeni zisigati zofiraho zishitebela mabaribari auri bakotumanywa na zito zwa byada ngamra zenezo vaita na udibona za khote.
The list of the party has been certified. I'm on that list. You are expected as a member who are on that list to come and be sworn in as a member of parliament. That's why I'm here today. My innocence, I think the state case is non-existent, but that matter, I'm not here about it now. We'll ventilate other matters when we have time at an appropriate platform.
Ngamra musi ushikoro vofera begembiri uvacha dzuro la utoma la anisa mirade paramende mirade MK wa anisha na musi borangwa phanda ngamhaturu wa kale wa Western Cape bo John Klope vangwe mirade neyo ndi minister wa kale wa zogwama bo Des van Rooyen bo Duduzile Zuma Sambotla na mrado wa kale wa EFF paramendeni bo Andile Mqithama.
I'm grateful to the leadership of the MK for showing confidence in me, for getting me to lead the party. Of course, I'm new here. There are colleagues within the party who were ministers before. Some of them have been around for a while. It is my hope that they will continue to be a source of inspiration to me. It is my hope that they will assist me. And I also know some of the colleagues, such as Julius Malema. He has already offered to assist us in Parliament.
Vohlophe bosasala zabranga phanda bora maphosa na lor la ANC une bari abacharangisa phanda zwilo zwa bashayi bari mahorane ba do shumanao ndi lor la EFF na la ATM Pwedzi.
Varanga phanda ba mahoro pambana nao bani babachipida cha mbuso wa mbumbano ya utia mahoro bari rushaka kharudzike nganda izo bari rushaka kharuwe na mbilu ndafu musi bachikadindangiwa cabinet president wa shango Cyril Ramaphosa bakhora balero dibaza cabinet yabo usikare.
We must remember that government departments will not collapse because of the fact that there are no ministers yet. They can still continue with their work and service delivery. So let's give them a fair chance to form a cabinet that is the best suitable for the circumstances in South Africa at the moment.
It is imperative that President gives thorough and proper thought to the composition of his cabinet, ensuring that all role players are consulted, the 10 political parties that are within the GNU. This careful consideration is crucial to avoid fractures in the foundation of the GNU. We cannot afford to sow divisions, as the hopes of our people for a better and greater country are pinned on the GNU.
We must commend them for trying to find a solution which is inclusive of all political parties. So the GNU is an experiment whose success depends on how much the parties act in good faith. And if some or most do not act in good faith, it will fail, of course. We intend to act in good faith as Rise Mzansi, agree where the logic is clear and disagree where necessary. But we will always do this in good faith, not for cynical political reasons.
Moranga panda walihoro la Al-Jama abo Khanif Hendricks bari lihoro la Democratic Alliance alishumeynalo bari arari mahoro ya dibumbanga pasi ya mbumbano Progressive Caucus abachipida chambuso wa mbumbano ya utia mahoro zwinga siya lihoro la DA lichikure ya manda bo Hendricks wamba izwi marugana zwini ya lihoro la DA la kubya zone zinazwa kwama maimo a kabinete.
We did lobby the Progressive Caucus to throw their weight behind the ANC, so that because we anticipated that the DA will try and flex its muscles with the 21% vote that it got, and we felt it was very important for the political parties to the left to throw their weight behind the ANC and bend over backwards to ensure that the DA does not get the influence that it is trying to get now and dictate on how South Africa should be governed in the future. The voters rejected the DA, that's why they only got 20%.
Vali horo la economic freedom fighters varo developanda na vali horo le anidzi ka lokwatao butanoni la rushaka leoreri alongo general buso wa mbumbane uti amahoro.
These are not accusations like she's claiming. These are things that happened 3 days later after she resumed in her office. She called a meeting with all officials, senior managers, where she dealt with all these issues of tenders and replacing with those that were long expired. But she wants them to be reinstated because she's in the office. So it's not accusations. We have proof. There are whistleblowers that gave us this information, but we are not ready to divulge anything right now. But we have full information and evidence about this thing that we are talking about.
There was never an instruction to the HOD or to whosoever that they must, that result in me interfering in the supply chain. In fact, there has been a process since I started. We started on the 18th, the day I was appointed. Briefing with the HOD, a number of questions were asked from the HOD. We had a session with the labor formations, a number of questions were asked. In that management meeting, it's not on, I don't know why they're interested in the supply chain. I asked a number of questions from different sections that relates to the working of the school.
Paramende ya busumbe ikodobumba zumisa zinoza tusa kaushuma na machimbezera paramende inovege bazirapo balino shango bakadibabo lindero dibadziwa kabinete. Professor Bo Jolene Stein koze barutoriwa kabinete ndizwandeme kamubuso mwana mumwe.
I think the critically important thing here is that the business of Parliament is continuing. We know that the rules committees are coming forward, almost the codes of conduct around how MPs are supposed to engage in this process or in the parliamentary process is being set up. But I think a key thing for me is around the cabinet announcement, because ultimately Parliament's role is one of oversight. And Parliament cannot fulfill its role if there isn't a cabinet in order for them to have some oversight over. So I think it is quite a very important conversation around constituting the cabinet, even though we see that Parliament is kind of ticking along and meeting all of those, shall we say, deadlines for constituting Parliament.
Musirichi bemaragani vadofanga muta mufumbiswa wearoba murundini gates anin vanu vagotoda chanda chamurayo. Rigodo bapu batanganiza kama Mafhungo ya Tshivenda panoka SABC 2. Bamuta wa mufumbiswa wa mingwa wa fumiti wearobera murunduni nda hatsani nivunduni la Limpopo vagotoda chanda chamurayo chichikando uyanga mibigo mutukano yo otomurara enipo murunduni mubunduni wa hawale karfe zinji ngara Mafhungo wa shurendani ralipaswa marugana na pungo ili.
Mingwa ya fumiti oroba amurunduni nga sonda uko humbrori oyo mutukana oba asakovua zwabudi obo mainebo oyo murundu bari kaiswa yani achiswika hayani mwemirado ya mita bari kaumisore murunduni achumisora murunduni ndi hone ya robera hone vado zumbura zori mahola hobi goru una bamwe batukana be baloba ba mirunduni nga khala ngwayo imaha mirundu bakomiti ishuma naona zwa mirundu obo bigazwa uri botanganeza batukana ba madana mararu uya mirunduni ya batukana bado apo batanganeza bazana ba madana mararu oya mirunduni ya bazana kanyambezano yeraba nayo na mwe murado wa mita wamba zoro oyo mwana obe mutu afune yao arina mikwa bolabera zwinji kaya naye vho dovha hafhu vha amba zwori vha khou ṱoḓa uyo maine wa murundu a tshi dzhielwa vhukando.
taba e dira dimo motseng a tshwara botse e se motswadi e mo le mo wa tseba gore ka ntwe e dile e botlhoka mata a ya moelei se se bona gore ka ngwana a re sile re sa gimse ra ya ka tsona ena ka wena sa e bitlo ba yini ka ba president e ka ba lawyer e ka ba doctor ntho ba tlotsa setšhaba mara ka rone rutweji taba mo a ya moelei so mara da re gini tsha modimo e phethile mara se se bona re moya a robola ka khutshi.
Ya mirundu icho yo ima i khou lavhelelwa uswa zwezwi zwikolo zwi tshi vula. Rindani rali phaswa wa mafhungo a SABC hawale ndanyana tsanini.
Muliro we wata wengeloni ha George Mukhari Academy ngei Garanku wa Divula ha Pretoria wo siya murazi muthihi wa mfumakadzi wa miṅwaha ya 45 o lovha madekwe. Murazi uyu hu khou pfi o vha o valelwa wadini ya vhalwadze vha muhumbulo.
Tshumelo ya shishi tshwane vho rumela vhasima mulilo vhuengeloni uho he vha ri vha tshi swika vha wana vhashumi vha vhuengeloni vho no tsima mulilo.
Firefighters arrived on the scene to find that the hospital staff had already extinguished the fire in a single isolation ward where there was a female patient. They used fire extinguishers to extinguish the fire. Unfortunately, the female patient was certified dead by a doctor and after the fire was extinguished. The scene was handed over to the South African police after 19 patients were evacuated safely after the fire incident occurred.
Vhunzhi ha vhalwadze vha vho no iswa kha zwiṅwe zwipiḓa zwa vhuengelo hu itela uri vha tsireledzeye musi mulilo uyu u sathu tsimiwa. Zwa zwino tshivhangi tsha mulilo uyu a tshi athu ḓivhea. Vha muhasho wa mutakalo vho rumela maipfi a ndiliso kha vha muṱa wa muthu o lovhaho.
Both the staff and the patient will have to undergo debriefing and counseling following the particular incident. We have since also going to be offering counseling to the family of the deceased as well. The police are currently investigating the incident, and another investigation will take place at the facility itself to establish the cause of the fire and what circumstances leading to this particular tragic incident. We convey our sincere condolences to the affected family.
Mapolisi vha khou ita tsedzuluso kha tshivhangi tsha mulilo uyu.
Vhagwara bingi Kenya vho tshotera zwiṅwe zwipiḓa zwa tshifhaṱo tsha phalamennde izwi ndi nga murahu ha musi phalamennde yo phasisa mulayo u bvisa uvhilili wa zwa mithelo. Hu na nyofho dza uri vhathu vhe vha re na tshivhalo vho lovha ngeno vhaṅwe vho huvhala musi wo vuwa gaḓa ḽa migwalabo. President wa Kenya vha ri vho ḓiimisela u ambedzana na vhadzulapo. Ho vha na u tsela fhasi ha tshivhalo tsha mishumo fhano Afrika Tshipembe musi khamphani nnzhi dzi tshi ḓivhadza u fhungudza vhashumi. Mbalombalo dza zwa Statistics South Africa dzi khou sumbedza uri ho vha na u fhungudzea ha mishumo ya zwigidi zwa 47 kha kotara ya u thoma ya ṅwaha. Fhedzi naho zwo ralo ho vha na u gonyela nṱha zwiṱuku ha mishumo kha sekithara ya vhubveledzi na u fhaṱa.
Mbalombalo dza lavhelesa tshiimo tsha mishumo nga kotara dza vha Stats SA dzi khou sumba uri mbalo ya mishumo yo dzula i nṱha milioni dza 10 kha miṅwaha miṱanu yo fhiraho. Mbalombalo idzi dzi khou sumba uri mishumo muvhusoni yo tsela fhasi u ya kha milioni dza 10,6. Mishumo ya tshifhinganyana yone yo tsela fhasi nga zwigidi zwa 3 u bva kha kotara u ya kha kotara, ngeno mishumo ya tshoṱhe yo tsela fhasi nga zwigidi zwa 29 kha kotara nga kotara. Mudzanyo wa mafhungo zwa phalamendeni wa Khosatu Vho Matthew Parks vha ri una zwinzhi zwe zwa khou fanela u itwa u khwaṱhisa ikonomi.
The latest jobs reports from Stats SA paint a depressing and alarming picture, with we've seen an increase in unemployment by yet another 0.6%. This is against the background we already have an unemployment rate of 41% across the nation, at the expanded rate, and a youth unemployment rate of about 59%. This is a ticking time bomb. We cannot sustain a society where 4 out of 10 South Africans and 6 out of 10 young people just can't find work. We've got to change things. We've got to do so quickly. The report is not a complete shock given the challenges that have been experienced at Transnet, which has had a huge impact upon the mining, the manufacturing, agricultural sectors. But the Government of National Unity has got to hit the ground running quickly. We've got to make sure we continue on the good progress we've seen at Eskom of ensuring reliable electricity. We've got to do much more to make sure that Transnet is able to offer its services to the mining, the manufacturing, agricultural sectors. Transnet Freight Rail is going to be fully operational. The port congestion has got to be dealt with.
Mashine ya mihoro ani ya badula vashumi otsira pasi nga mashine randa za bilioni za forarunga kotara zvichezvoraro Winjets Company dzava dzonodziva za purani ya upfumudza vashumi mwedzi inofirawo. Vadiva ekonomi vari izvi hazvimangadzi. VaStats SA vari musi masheleni ani ya badula vashumi otsira pasi kazvimakwenu ubveredzi kufata migodi fedzi kachumira ubindudzi ukuwanala owana ugonya nga bilioni dza taekomararu. Vadiva ekonomi vari kutsira pasi ya masheleni ani ya badula vashumi zvikuvangwa nga kutora vashumi vachipinganyana vane vasishume awara nji. Mbaro idzi dzikosumbori mishumo kando uchime ubveredzi yogonya nga mishumo ya zvigiri zva 12 nga kotara na zvigiri zva 15 nga mwaha nga maanḓa kha zwiḽiwa, zwiṅwiwa na tobacco, michini na dzikompyuta.
Zwa zwino ri vhaḓisela mafhungo a zwa ikonomi hune randa ya vhonala i tshi khou shanduka musi i tshi vhambedzwa na maṅwe masheleni mahulwane a ḽifhasi. Dollar rand 18 rand 17 cents ngeno bondo ndi 23.2 cents, euro ndi 19 rand 43 cents, pula Botswana ndi 1 rand 33 cents. Mikobe pala JSE ifhasi. Kha zwibveledzwa musuku ndi $2,323 ngeno platinum i $989, oil singo kunakiswaho ndi 85.82 kafagi. Aiwa ana musiri ya gadzi anepa dzibulwa nenjereri waitevera na mucho adiwa madeko na udhi dende.
Ndi madeko anar kwa tane za kata flar mucho zor kolbesa mchwashuru wima chimbe de madeko na ndar konori kazimla zwisiko bigor zosiko fera kaspita zobori so spember kata zwisiko spita zo vadwa katina spita zo dibra shango pizza fera panda chakala machoro kore kazimla za zwisiko fera panda no fera kaspita zo zo shango pizza ngangu mushangoni auto mana jinzo kola pizza udbana magabira ne kola adwa awni pala kapina shango nyabori india kola pizza nakala machoro kore kala magabira na do fera panda na uba wane pala kaspita zo pizza zo no dilimona la afrika spember kola sam rotro piso chakala mas degree celsius na konori Pretoria zikuru 20 zari 19 pala Bronco Sprait muchona woro vera panda na rotora vanu vanu la Gauteng peza cha vanu la Lipopo rokore zikuru 23 pala Thando zari 24 pala Palale rokore kazungu spida mvredo dwe kwita no tratera kaspida za vundu leneli peza cha panda chaka pokone ore ndi vundu la Mpumalanga rokore kezi zikuru 22 pala Mbombela zari 21 machine peza kone kezi la mvura zidwazo vera panda no tratera kaspida zobore dwa vundu leneli peza cha panda chaka vundu la KwaZulu-Natal zikoro 22 pala Durban, zaro 21 pala Ulundi. Urkondo mucho odo rotora la didudela zo chichakala machero. Arichaka vunzila wari la Eastern Cape. Urkoro kezo zungspeda zikoro ambrasko preferapizia zaro 90 pala Komani, zaro 22 pala Mtata. Arishpera panda arichaka vunzila wari la Western Cape. Urkoro koyu muchone wari undu muchone wari udowa odzika pezia adita na orotora nguraro nera kono zikori 21 pala Otos Katina 18 pala George. Arishpera panda arichaka vunzila wari la Northern Cape. Urkoro zikori 16 pala Carnarvon azari 24 pala Upington muchona wari ododi dudera zanezo lechitaba kala machelo perzi arshipira panda chaka vundula wari ndela Free State at Congo kids kore 19 pala Kroonstad zari 21 pala Bothaville kati na 20 pala Bloemfontein muchona wari ododi rotora odela lechitaba kala machelo perzi azozno rimotesa ngavundula wari la Northwestern Record kids kore 20 Potchefstroom zari 21 Leschenberg kati na 20 pala Maike ngoto angarenza obvakata fala mucholo zora fala zone adomari kwana budetiri usiku amna swili